Willie D Live.
What's up, family? 39-year-old self-described misogynist Andrew Tate returned to the spotlight when he lost his comeback fight against American reality TV star Chase Muir in Dubai on Saturday. I ain't got no problem with that, because Andrew Tate talk a lot of Yeah, man, he be running that mouth, talking real tough. Always talking tough. Always the guy that's in control, always whooping on something. Primarily women. Right now, he got cases pending. I'm talking about RAPE and sex trafficking, human trafficking cases pending in Romania and in the UK. Yeah. And he's out having boxing matches in Dubai. There's a lot of pressure on authorities to bring him back to the UK to face RAPE charges. But first, let's get into that ass whooping. Oh yeah, man, Chase had that boy chasing God. God help me, save me, get me out of this ring. He whooping on me too well. Yeah, he dragged that boy, whooped him real good, busted him up real good. Yeah, and see, that's what typically happens to these people that run their mouth on the internet, fam. They can't fight. They absolutely can't fight, and they know they can't fight. But what happens is they be running that mouth so much, sometimes they start believing it. They start believing the lie. Other times they get pressured by fans, because people get tired of them running that mouth. And eventually they get so much pressure that they get painted into a corner, and they decide, you know what? I'm gonna go and do it. Everybody think I'm scared. They think I'm scared. I'm gonna go ahead and do it. And then they do it, and then they get dragged. Now, I've seen a few of them do it, but they fight and win, but they fight people that cannot fight, Like they don't go up against formidable opponents. They go out there and find somebody who is even weaker than them. And, they try to make themselves look good like that. But yeah, a lot of these dudes that do all that talking, they can't fight. And then if it gets really, really serious, they start talking about going to the police, or they start talking about, well, I'm gonna shoot you, I'm gonna shoot you. It always amazes me when people start talking about shooting people like they only made one gun, right? And also, if you're already telling somebody what you're gonna do, you already lost. You've already explained your strategy. You've already announced your strategy, exactly what you're gonna do. So, I don't know, I just say word to the wise. Whatever you're gonna do not make threats. And whatever you're gonna do, just do it. I wouldn't tip no part of my hand, All you need to know is that it's coming. That's all you need to know. It's coming. It's coming. Absolutely. That's all you need to know. Andrew Tate. Him and his brother Tristan are facing a series of 21 charges in the UK, including RAPE, assault, human trafficking, and controlling prostitution. Bedfordshire police has obtained a European arrest warrant for the man, but agreed to let separate court proceedings in Romania for RAPE and human trafficking be completed first. Andrew is also facing civil action in Britain from 4 women who have accused him of assault and RAPE. The Tate brothers had been under house arrest in Romania until February, and they have traveled overseas, including the US, since the ban was lifted. The Prime Minister is now being urged to use Tate's journey to Dubai as the impetus to extract him to the UK. Arresting Buddy ain't that hard to do. All the officials in the UK has to do is to contact the officials in Dubai and say, hey, arrest that guy, hold him for us. We'll be there on the first thing smoking in the morning to pick him up. What's the problem? That tells you some other forces are at work. See, in a lot of these type of situations, when known threats to society are able to roam the streets and still live amongst the civilized, still go to work amongst the civilized, that means somebody at the top has pulled some strings to keep them on the streets. And oftentimes, those people at the top are politicians, they're judges, sometimes they're prosecutors. It's people at the top who are the reason why there's so much chaos and vitriol and trauma and drama at the bottom and in the middle. Yeah, it trickles down. That's what's going on. I tell you what, fam, MAGA has taken a huge loss over the weekend. Yeah, first the Epstein files, now Andrew Tate and got his ass whooped. Yeah, King Alpha and got his ass whooped. And it wasn't even close, fam. That boy was out there lost. He was like a little toddler who was lost, just walking down the street looking for their mom and dad. Just lost. Like a little toddler who had, got through the back door some kind of way at home and got out. Maybe crawled through the dog door and got out. Looking for his mom and dad. That boy was lost. He was all over the place. Every time that boy came close to him, his head was down. Digging up there. Bam, bam, bam. Yeah, that's how it happens. It should be mandatory, really. It should be mandatory for all these dudes that run their mouth on the internet, that talk tough, that talk all that rah-rah, and talk about what they're going to do to somebody and all this. It should be mandatory. In order to stay on social media, you got to enter a fight once a week. You know what I'm talking about? Like every time you run your mouth, you got a week to fight, or else your channel gets suspended. Your account is suspended. You got a week to put up or shut up. Every single time. Yeah, man, I bet you it'd be a whole lot of people that'll start running their mouths. And it's not just dudes. I see sometimes these women be on social media running their mouth. Sometimes they're running their mouth at other women, and sometimes they're running their mouth at men and boys, right? Because I did see a story where, I covered a story where these two youngsters, these teenage boys, I think they were 15, 16 years old, they killed a 16-year-old girl who was on the internet talking down on them. Yeah, they didn't go talk to her. They didn't pull her hair. They didn't try to get another girl to jump her, I'm not saying that y'all be doing all that. I'm just saying that's some of the stuff that people typically might do, right? They killed her. They straight up kidnapped her and killed her. Back to Andrew. I don't think he saw that coming. He didn't see that one coming at all. Hell, he didn't see none of those punches coming. I know that for a fact, because he was getting tagged. He couldn't get out of the way. Tagged every single turn he made. Every way he looked, he bam, punch coming, bam, uppercut, bam. I mean, he was just a sitting duck the entire time. Yeah. I guess he was still riding his MMA career wave, which, from what I understand, really wasn't that stellar. You take a kickboxer's legs away from him, he really ain't got a whole lot to work with. So you put a kickboxer in the ring with a boxer, and I'm not even sure this guy had any real boxing experience because he didn't have the form. You know, he didn't look like, I'm talking about the other guy, Chase. He didn't look like he had boxing form. So I'm gonna take a chance and say that he probably don't really have a boxing background. But in any event, he was better than Andrew Tate, way better. And he whooped him in some pink gloves. Man, you can't go back on your platform, on your alpha male platform and talk tough, talk about being the lion and the king of the jungle. When you get whooped by a dude in some pink gloves, it's insane. It's crazy, man. It don't make a lot of sense at all. How you gonna go back to the hood? You know, how you gonna go back to the hood? You can't. You got beat by a dude in some pink gloves. Now, granted, in certain countries, different countries, pink don't really mean too much, you know. Pink is a neutral color in certain parts of the world, especially in a lot of European countries. Look, man, anybody can have a bad day. But when you talk as much shit as Andrew Tate talks, you gotta back it up. Every time. No more talk.